Nice catch, dude. What the fuck? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Casper Fox channel. My name is Casper Fox, and today we are back with My Little Pony. Last week, we checked out a few episodes. I'm gonna be so for real. It's actually been like a while since I checked out MLP on my own time here. So we're back after a while. You're not gonna like feel this at all because on YouTube it's like a weekly release, but here on Patreon it is now February, which of course it's not. It's March on YouTube, but I'm recording this in February, so just to give you an idea of how far in advance, how far ahead we are on YouTube. I'm actually gonna tell you where the hell we'd be. So by the time this goes live on the 8th of March, which is so far away, we will actually be 17 and 18. So we'd always, like, by the time you guys this come up on YouTube, we're probably like almost done with season 2 of our Patreon. So can't endorse enough coming over there. It's how you can support me as a content creator. If you want to wait for YouTube releases, that's totally fine. We've been having a little bit of trouble already with season 2 and the copyright stuff. You've probably seen it in the like community posts and whatnot, but there's not much to do about it. So also, I'm gonna go show you guys a trick. Do you see how there's like a space above me? No, there's not. Isn't that great? I think that's great. Anyway, I think that I have been yabbing enough. So let's get into My Little Pony Season 2, Episode 9, Sweet and Elite, and My Little Pony Season 2, Episode 10, Secret of My Excess. That's what it was. Adam probably put it on screen anyway. But yeah, let's do it. Ba-ba-da-ba! Straight to the point. No fucking way. Oh, Rarity's visiting the princess? I was about to say, did Celestia steal her cat? But no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, chill. I mean, she would, wouldn't she? It's kind of nuts seeing someone like Rarity in this position, you know? That's such a bad way to phrase that. It's not seeing someone like Rarity, like, at the feet of someone. Nope. I'm just gonna press play.
Enjoy your stay.
Also, kind of nuts to me. Like, I get it. There's probably like some kind of like power thing that where you need to have your servants or whatever. You can literally just lift it with your horn, man.
I may have been born in Ponyville, but I am a Canterlot pony at heart.
Are you sure about that? Okay. So Sweet and Elite is going to be about Rarity. It's been a while since we've had a Rarity episode, and she's an interesting character, so you know.
We saw you from across the cafe and just hard to find out.
There's a Family Guy character that sounds exactly like this. I'm going to put it on screen right now.
Well, that's enough fun for one day. I'm sweating more than a non-legacy applying to Yale.
I have to get started right away. This new design is very ambitious.
See, you could have done this with your luggage.
To wear to her party.
I say, that's one way to make...
Oh, that's the guy I just mentioned. Okay, it wasn't the other dude. Never mind. This looks like way more of a traditional looking pony, if that makes sense. Sorry, unicorn. Like this is what I was saying. And apparently they're French.
Oh, it's for an ensemble I'm making for...
I love that. You see how the magic changed? Hers was blue and the other was like pink. That's pretty cool.
Fancy Pants is the most important pony in Canterlot. His stamp of approval could mean big things for me here.
So, to my knowledge, everyone is a pony, right? Like, that's like everyone. So, I'm gonna judge this sentence by the mindset that everyone is a pony. You're meaning to tell me Celestia isn't the most important pony? Or is she an alicorn, which is not a pony? Because I don't know how they dress. I don't know how, like, titles work.
Ponyville friends will appreciate my hard work more than any pony.
It's very peacocky with all the eyes.
Down. I am going to the Wonderbolt Derby as a guest of Fancy Pants.
There's like a voice in the back of her mind saying, Rarity, you will regret this. And then explodes her.
Is Rarity.
They don't care.
Canterlot Castle.
Oh, well, I'll never be. I don't know. I get it, but then I don't. Like, for some reason, like, we have in, like, modern interpretation of media and stuff like that, it's just that British equals fancy, right? And then, have you guys actually been to England? And you'll see, especially if you're in, like, I watch a lot of football, not American egg hand, proper football, you know, European proper football. And the fans of those, let's say they're not very fancy. Say like that, I'll fucking deck you if you don't fucking cheer for Nottingham Forest tomorrow, you know, like it's shit like that. So very, very funny interpretation. Yeah. Okay, that was actually three. Because a lot of people will do that, and then they will just, like, continue the hip hip hoorays until it fades into the next scene. So I'm glad they didn't.
Please, that isn't a hat, darling.
Oh,
That's a natural disaster that somehow landed atop your head.
Oh, you are a delight, Rarity. An absolute delight. You simply must attend my art gallery opening this evening.
Okay, this like voice here, those two, like also the ones in the beginning, those two are just like I've heard them in so many like cartoons as like these fancy characters. The Family Guy one that I showed you earlier, she also sounds really. I think she might be Babs, like in Family Guy as well, but I'm not actually sure.
The Canterlot elite by rejecting
Oh,
their invitations
goodness
now,
gracious.
can I?
Shut up. Okay. This is sound like we're gonna get a rarity song here. Famously, very famously, YouTube is very, very not kind to the music. So much of this will be cut out. Maybe we'll have to do the weird audio removal thing that YouTube have integrated into their studio. If you want to watch the thing, you can go to Patreon, but I just can't. Like I'm already fighting Hasbro on 50 different fonts. I can't. Like, yeah. So we'll see how this goes. I'm still going to do my analysis like normal, but it just maybe won't be as enjoyable on YouTube. So I apologize for that. All right, so a little harmonies down there. Okay, very, very basic 4-chord song so far. Yeah, sounds very My Little Pony from what we heard harmony-wise from My Little Pony soundscape as well, is that we'll just have this like fifth, like bellowing above. That's a fifth, right? So when you have, and if you don't know what a fifth is that there are, for example, scale. Adam has perfect pitch, so he can tell you what key this is in. And then it's just literally the melody, and then you jump a fifth off. So you have la la la, you know? This is my favorite thing to do in music ever. That's a suspended 4, so it goes ba ba, and it's a way that like especially really like epic orchestral we have this to have like to really put some pressure on the end of the bar, so they'll have like more of a like more of an intonation rich approach. And what I mean by that is that you can have ba ba on the suspended 4, but what they'll usually do is ba 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 ba, right? And it's usually used in horn lines and whatnot, and it's really cool. I love using suspended 4s. I think it's like really cool. It's like drum drum. Very famously, it's used a lot in The Greatest Showman. If you've ever heard From Now On, there's more I gave because it led me back drum to you drum. Dum, right? So it has a suspended 4 there. Very nice done. It's really great. Oh, it's an airship. Okay, I was about to say that's it's a little okay. Damn. We get a little bit at the end there. We get a little bit as Luna takes to the skies. We get a little bit of like same chord progression, same everything, same song, but because they changed up the instruments to like a piano and a harp and stuff like that, it gets a sad ending, a sad send-off. I'm so sorry. What the is this architecture? How the hell is it? Do you see that? That's gonna collapse. For her? What is this? And she opens it up. Da 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 da.
But if I go, I'll miss Twilight's birthday.
Oh, okay. First of all, that's a huge problem. You're not missing Twilight's birthday, obviously. Number 2, you had a time at the Galloping Gala. Like, what did we learn? Nothing?
Might never be invited to another high society event again.
She's so anxious. I would feel that like if I get invited to like if I'm in Rarity's situation, I would turn this on the head and be like, oh, they're inviting me to this like second most important gala, whatever, for every pony, whatever. And then she's like, no, I can't. I'm busy. That makes me feel like, okay, you have the mindset to turn down this gala, bro. Must be crazy important to do that. Like, you know, reverse psychology.
My dear Twilight, I am afraid I won't be able to make it to your birthday party tomorrow.
Oh no.
Garden party, here I come!
Like, they're so cute. Look at them. They're so excited to be here.
Why are you...
Well, great. So now this episode's 20% peaker.
Is that my dress? So me? It's the perfect dress for my birthday party.
Cute.
Love it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Offer us the Canterlot Castle Ballroom.
This is nuts. Can you like I'm just thinking about like back home in Denmark being like this buddy with the royals. So like getting to like use the royal ballroom and shit like that. That's kind of nuts.
But they're having another party on the castle grounds today.
I see. See the whistle? So cool. But we cannot play this music because it is copyrighted. Adam, don't include the sound here. Oh, this is so fun. Oh my god, haha. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to. I don't know, Adam, you can put some other music over this until they like start speaking again. Yeah. Well, where's Spike, first of all? Where's my goat? I feel like he would throw everything away to like, you know, because he has a crush on Rarity, so he would go, but you know, that's what it is. I also want to know, how old is Twilight turning? Do we know? Is that like secret? And thirdly, how the fuck did she get out of here?
I think I left the bathwater running in my suite.
You guys remember that one episode of Phineas and Ferb where Candace gets those like prototype boots and has to be like 50 places at once, and then accidentally brings back some like lost aunt or grandmother or whatever? It's like kind of what this is reminding me of, but it kind of turned into the episode was kind of more of a like pretending you're someone you're not, and then went to become this like a 2-in-1 piece, which I kind of like.
All of those ponies look so posh. And with the Grand Galloping Gala coming up, I bet you could totally get some
What? The Grand Galloping Gala is coming up again? Is this gonna be like a regular thing?
Twilight, you really are the best friend a pony could ever ask for. I don't know why I ever thought you
Wait a
wouldn't
fucking
understand.
minute, Rarity. That's kind of mean. Fluttershy's right there. You guys had like a bonding episode last season, and you will despond when she was a model. Fluttershy. Remember that person? Because I do. I can never forget that pony. Also, something that's really fun. I don't know if you guys have seen. Tara Strong has such a unique voice that there are like certain other characters I can kind of hear her as. There was this crazy audio I saw that someone linked me on. I think it was Tumblr or something, and he was like, and he sent me because like I was so like it was kind of fishy because at first I thought it was like AI voiced or something like that, and then I found out it was Tara Strong in a different role saying it, but it sounds exactly like Twilight Sparkle, but they put it in the setting of My Little Pony, so it was like Twilight Sparkle talking to Pinkie Pie, and it looked kind of real. So, and then they said like, oh, guys, just MLP gets a little problematic in future seasons, and I was like, oh shit, I should probably check that out because you know I don't want to show something problematic. And then it was that clip, and it was probably just I had my friends confirm that it's not My Little Pony, and it's just bullshit. But it took me off guard. Let's say it like that. I mean, but like there's also like at some point you gotta distinguish between like on one hand, yeah, I mean the snobs need to be so less stuck up, but also like who would like at any party, you don't do that, Pinky.
Might I ask where you got your ensemble?
Why would he ask that? Also, I feel like people would know if Celestia is so important and Rarity's reputation is like now that, oh, she knows the princess, blah, blah, blah. That's literally the princess's apprentice. I feel like she'd be pretty fucking important too.
But they are my best friends, and they are without...
Was that a male unicorn? Have we ever seen a male unicorn other than the guards? Maybe he is a guard.
I, for one, find them charmingly rustic.
Yes! W!
And I think the dress you made for your friend is lovely. How about you introduce me to your friend?
Dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, before we get into what I assume is the message of this episode, that was peak. I love that because it was so easy for them to be like, oh, well, but if you aren't a fancy Capansis man who drinks the blood of 10,000 squirrels, then you can f off, you know? They didn't do that, which was great. So it was a really poor impression, but you know. So great. Like, message-wise, I honestly don't really care. I just think it's really, really cool that they had Fancy Pants, I think his name was, do that. So, great episode so far. This poor man. Isn't that just a kid? Okay, and that is where I assume the episode ends. Yeah, it probably fits right. Okay, that was fucking peak. That was a great episode, one of the better ones, like up there. It's not quite on par with the... I don't think it's quite on par for me personally with the whole Sweetie Belle episode where Rarity and Applejack changed places. I think that was awesome. I'll never get over how they duped me. But this episode was fucking great. The message was amazing. I feel like the pacing was really good as well. Like I didn't find myself scattering behind as much. I'm gonna do something real quick because I want to point out something that I've actually been really enjoying. I want to give a shout out where shout out is due. So over in the Patreon, I have like a dedicated channel for people to talk about My Little Pony. And there is a person who is named Salty Oven who leaves these like really detailed reviews of the episodes. It was funny because it's the Sisterhood Social, right? I'm gonna read you this review. I think it's really great. If you want to, you can just skip ahead to the next episode, but I will read it out. So Salty Oven says, Sisterhood Special. This isn't a great episode. It definitely isn't a good episode. This episode is a true masterpiece. So he got me like in the first half. They continue. This is one of my picks for the best episode of the entire series, much less of the season. Let's start with the first thing I noticed. This is one of the best and most realistic depictions of a sibling relationship I've ever seen. It's funny, heartwarming. The arguments feel real without villainizing either side to the point any older or younger sibling can easily relate. It's the first episode where Twilight doesn't show up at all, which really helps it shine without distractions. The twist can catch people off guard too. The messages are some of the most beautiful in the show's history. Now, what are the flaws? Literally nothing. This was a perfect episode. 11 out of 10. Yes, I'm willing to break the scale if they, 1, go above and beyond. That can be done with the show, and / 2, serve as a masterful climax turning point for the series. The number that fall under those criteria are less than 10. So stuff like that, like I think that's so fucking cool. And I always read Salty Oven's reviews about it. Oh, and apparently the Rainbow Dash's new pet was spoiled by the release of a toy line. I didn't even know that. But pretty cool. So like Salty Oven, I don't know if I know Salty Oven probably watches this on Patreon, so shout out to you, my friend. But I just wanted to give a shout out, just like really cool. I'm gonna be excited to read the reviews because it genuinely seems like that they write the reviews based off of both loving the show, but also because they have had negative reviews of certain shows. For example, the Owl episode in season 1 was dog shit, and they also labeled it as such, not dog shit, but like they're on honest review. So sorry, just wanted really to like shout that out and read that out loud. But yeah, let's get into the next episode.
Birthday present to myself. It's a fire ruby.
Wait, so Spike's and Twilight's birthdays are like super close to each other? That honestly makes a lot of sense. That's a C.
Everypony home.
That must be at least 20 carats.
20 carats. So is that like a currency, or does she mean like a ruby? You got my joke. Anyway, Trojan horse in the background. Nice. Odysseus. Is this episode gonna be about him having to like put a boundary, even if it's someone he like has a crush on?
You really like it, huh?
Magnificent.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Oh, my little spiky wikey.
My little. What? Okay, I didn't expect that. Spiky Wikey's. She's jumping like fucking Pinky?
I said I wasn't gonna wash the cheek that Rarity kissed, and I meant it.
Ew. I'm so confused. Like, do you know how many problems in previous seasons this could have solved? Use your powers, man. You can't help but love her, can you? Woohoo! Yay! Aw, look at them all! What the f***? Bro, is a dumbbell. Yeah. You know what, Spike? Here's Spike. Here, Spike. This is for you. Gives and just fucking dies from, I don't know, exhaustion. I don't know. How much can Spike lift? Look how pretty the gifts are wrapped and everything. They're so excited. They're so cute.
I usually just get one present from Twilight.
Yeah.
A book.
Dude, you can't like here's the thing. I imagine he's not like it's a whole like I have a little bit of like, I guess because I'm autistic in that regard. So like when I was growing up, I thought like getting clothes for Christmas was the biggest waste of a gift ever. I didn't like it. I was like a kid. I made it very verbal. I put it on like my wish list, like, do not buy me clothing. And then if someone bought me clothing, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't like do the, like, oh my God. I would just be like, thanks. Like I would, and you can lynch me. I was a kid, but I just feel like that if you're asking for it, and then because then my parents were like, Casper, you need to be grateful for the present because the alternative would be that they didn't get you a present. I was like, yeah, I know, that's what I wanted. I didn't want clothes. I'd rather you not buy me a gift than get me clothing, right? Now I'm just happy to get a present at any time, right? But when I was a kid, I was like that. But I would be very happy to get like Lego sets and Pokemon games and shit like that, right? So I wonder if so on one hand, I understand what Spike is saying here, but also look at that, bro. She made an effort to buy you a gift. Be happy. Ah. Okay, I mean, he stays winning. And I was also told, so I was under the impression that Pinky was like working there or something like that. But you guys told me that she just has a flat above the bakery, which I think is really funny.
Sapphire! Wow!
That's so cool. I fucking love sapphires. Nice catch, dude. What the fuck?
Here you go. Wow, really?
He's so dapper. Aw.
Sure. And I get a cupcake.
The fuck is that? There was no reason for them to add that. This is like a bi pony. I don't know how cutie marks work. Is it destiny or is it what they're supposed to be? Is it like their talent? Is your talent ice cream? Is your destiny ice cream? Specifically with a spoon and like a cup?
I think Spike might have gotten a little carried away.
Okay, so we were setting the boundary like early on. I'm glad.
Who else has a present for Spiky Wikey?
No, I don't like that. Well, now it's not your birthday anymore. Oh, oh my god, he's a dragon! It makes sense! Oh, he's hoarding! It makes sense! Oh my god! Oh, go get Sakura.
Think back to last night. Did
Okay, I really hope that he's not gonna look like that for the rest of the show.
Spike,
Slay.
I'm worried about you.
Dude, she's using her teleportation powers for like the most useless ever when she could have used it in so many other episodes.
What's happening to me?
What's happening to me? There's a doctor? That's a human. Like, that's a guy. No, that's not a pony. Unless it's like a... Bro.
Maybe you should try a vet.
A vet?
Well,
Okay, this brings up so many questions to me. I think you guys know all the questions I have about this. I have a lot of like how existentialism or whatever and how like intelligent beings in this world. I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna.
I'm
Yeah.
flummoxed.
You don't live here?
Who's a good boy?
Come on, Spike.
I think you should see Sakura. Thank you! What is she gonna say? She's gonna say, I don't have an idea where this comes from, but little spiky dragon, a teenager has become.
He is going to turn into a monster.
Okay, monster, conquer, I don't know, Sakura, kind of a miss with that one. But other than that, it was pretty peak. Okay, well, I assume, dude, if there's a whole plot line, like, I think that they're not gonna do this, obviously, because there's also a lot of stuff. For example, branding goes into a lot of stuff. And that's why you'll see, like, for example, let's use Pokemon as an example. Ash retired back in, like, 22, 23-ish. And Pokemon Horizons, the new stuff. And they had to incorporate so that Pikachu has been the face of Pokemon for, like, 30 million years. And they can't just get rid of Pikachu for branding purposes, right? So they put a character named Captain Pikachu in Pokemon Horizons, so they could still brand Pikachu. Charizard's still a part of it, all the, like, you know, mascot brandable Pokemon. That's why you always see fucking Gen 1 Slop, Gengar, starters, Pikachu, Eevee as, like, merch and chairs and all that shit, right? So from a branding perspective, they can't get rid of Spike as a youngling, which is why I'm not convinced that this is gonna stick. But what I think could be fucking awesome is that if this leads to a separate plotline where in the end they have to accept that not everyone can be saved, time and growth is just nothing. You can't stop it. You can't stop change. And you need to be prone to change. You need to accept that change will happen in your life, because once you accept that there's change in your life, that sometimes the people in your life, they kind of like rotate. You'll have new friends, you'll have old friends, you'll have new loves, you'll have old loves, all that kind of stuff. And then they actually just let Spike be the person that he wants to be and becomes. And if that's just is this greedy dragon that fits in all the myths and folklore that we know, they just have to. So we have this like touching scene about Twilight being like, Spike, you've been the best assistant ever. I'm gonna miss you. Be you. And then just leave Spike to hoard in his own cave. And then boop. Do I need to write an MLP AU or some shit? That'd be peak, but they're not gonna do that because there's so much Spike merch. Spike is iconic. They can't change it. Which is why, like, I can't see them making any major changes to like the main 6 designs either, unless it's something subtle. Like if for let's say that honestly, I could see a universe where like they would maybe make like Twilight Sparkle and Alicorn like give her wings. That's not a major design change, but other than that, I don't see them. That's why they have the same haircut, same everything, right? But I don't know the myth of Alicorn. I don't know how they spawn. Like we saw one in school, and we've seen Celestia and Luna. That's kind of it, you know. So I don't know how it works.
You must prevent him from practicing greed.
Oh, that was peak. Oh, he took everything.
Like what?
Cutie My Crusaders! And this is not great. Something you guys told me is that Scootaloo, I think her name is actually one of the first disabled ponies. Her wings don't work. That's why she uses the scooter as like, she can't fly. So she uses her scooter to go around, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, shit. She's on all 4s now. Jesus.
Oh, Spike.
I feel like you should take this more seriously, Twilight. I feel like this is a bit bigger of a problem.
Who in Ponyville would steal my apples?
Oh, it's serious now. Nah, you done goofed.
Get my rope.
Yes, the goat. Again, Applejack has to be the one saving the day, of course. Look at him. Dude, he looks so weird. Never mind.
What was that?
Rarity?
Sounded like Fluttershy to me.
Fluttershy doesn't scream that loud.
I'm up here. What happened?
Aw.
Dragon stormed through?
They don't even recognize Spike anymore. Also, this is like the first time we've heard Fluttershy speak in like 3 episodes. Oh.
Perhaps some more ruffles.
Oh, the gemstone. This is bad. This is real bad. Isn't that literally Godzilla's sound?
Oh, rude. Don't worry, Barry.
Oh my god, no! Oh my god! Oh, there's a Pokemon that has this. Oh my god, I can't believe it's for like a really old sound sample. And there's a Pokemon that has this. What Pokemon has this? That's gonna kill me. If you guys know, please let me know. Oh my god. Can they swim? Okay, good. That was the Minecraft water sound again, same sample.
You've got nothing to be proud of. You steal every pony's things, terrorize and because you're a dragon and all.
Bro, these are like the peakest episodes. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun with this.
This was given to me by my dear friend, Spikey Wikey.
What? Just like that?
I've always sort of had a crush.
Holy shit. I want to watch that again. Look at this. Look how sincere. What the oh my god. What the like, it's such a big change. Like, don't get me wrong, season 1 wasn't bad, but it was way more like you could tell that season 1 was made for kids. Wow, this is just. I mean, Spike still has to answer for his crimes.
You are my hero, Spikey Wikey.
Aww. That's very cute. I love that, like, they're not feeding into this, like, full shit because, like, he is literally a year old, you know? So, but it's more like loving older sister type thing, right? I think that's really, really cute. Honestly, with how they showed it and him realizing deep within the darkness that, like, he loves Rarity. He can't help it. And that's what brought him back. It's actually great. Like, I mean, I was very skeptic because I didn't know how it'd end, but now that I've seen it, I think that was, like, a great choice writing-wise. That was incredible. They're so cool.
More valuable than anything in the world.
What a great message to send as well.
Almost anything.
He framed it. That was absolutely incredible. Those were some of, like, the peakest episodes. Oh my goodness. That was very, very, very good. I'm very happy. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. The MLP recording sessions are some of the longest I do on the channel. So if an episode isn't great, it makes my job a little harder to enjoy in that regard, right? But season 2 has just been full of surprises. Like, literally many, if not all of them so far, have been absolutely incredible. This, like, batch of episodes might rival the I don't know. I think I'll probably say, like, top of the top is the, like, Sisterhood special, whatever it was called, like the one with that's my favorite so far in season 2. Right under that's gotta be this one, definitely. With number 3 being, yeah, honestly, I like Discord, don't get me wrong, but the first 2 episodes of season 2 weren't as good in my opinion as the first 2 episodes of season 1, if that makes sense. So probably third I'll have to rate, like, the one before this one, the one with, like, Rarity. as the main protagonist for all this. But anyway, thank you so very much for watching. Of course, I do apologize that like it's like cut down and blurred a little bit and all that stuff. Sadly, it's because Hasbro is not very keen on fair use content creation. If you guys don't know, fair use means that it has to be some form of transformative commentary, and all of you guys can probably attest to you're not going to the Casper Fox channel to watch full episodes of My Little Pony. No, you're watching for my reaction analysis, but that makes it transformative content, which means per fair use law regulations, I am able to put this on YouTube and monetize it and whatnot. But you know, it's Hasbro, so I really want to appreciate, like, really appreciate you guys' support on the show, and of course the patrons here that make this possible. Because on Patreon they're really good at protecting fair use content, and that is like my my main reason for I'm able to do this. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you next Sunday for more My Little Pony. Before we go, for those of you who stick around, I do believe that at some point we're actually doing 3 episodes in one, and it is, never mind, that is actually for season 3. Yeah, for season 3 we're doing 9, 10, 11 at the same, but that comes out in June. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week for more My Little Pony. Take care.